In this video, I'm going to be working on the Chapter 7 for the final review. On this one, it wants me to solve each variable. So I have my opposite side and my hypotenuse. This is going to be sine. So I'm going to set it up as sine 59 equals my opposite over hypotenuse. I want to isolate my variable, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 37, which gets me 37 sine 59 equals n. So I'm going to go ahead and type this into my calculator. I want to make sure my calculator is in the right mode. I want to be in degrees, which I am. So then I'm going to type this in, 37 sine 59, which gets me 31.72. Doesn't say to round, so I'll round that. Same thing for this next one. I have this angle and my opposite and hypotenuse. So again, sine. This time my variable's on the denominator, so I'm going to multiply both sides by e, which gets me e times sine 38 equals 21. I'm going to divide both sides by sine 38. Which gets me 34.11. Okay, my next question says the angle of depression from the top of a flagpole to the ground is 35 degrees. The flag has a shadow of 82 feet. How tall is the pole? So I want to set this up. I have my opposite and adjacent. This is tangent. Then I want to isolate my variable, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 82. I have 82 tangent 35. Which gets me 57.42. Okay, number 4 and 5 want me to convert between radians and degrees. So I have 135. My formula for converting is pi over 180. So I want to rewrite this as 135 over 180 pi. Then I can type in that fraction into my calculator without the pi. If I go math fraction, it simplifies to 3/4 pi. I could also have that pi on the numerator. Number 5, I want to multiply this one by 180 over pi. My pi's cancel out. So I'm doing 5 over 12 times 180, which gets me 75. Okay, this one wants me to find the arc length of a circle, so this is s equals r theta, with a radius of 60 inches intercepted by an angle of 60 degrees. So I'm going to do 60 and turn this into radians. So 60 over 180 pi turn it back into a fraction is 1/3. So I'm going to plug into my formula. S equals 16 times pi thirds. This time I actually want to type this in because it wants me to round it to 2 decimal places. It gets me 16.76. This is measuring in inches. The next one wants me to give the reference angle for 195. So 195 is here, next to the 180. So I'm going to do 195 minus 180, which gets me 15 degrees. Number 8 wants me to give the reference angle for 13 pi 6. This one is right here. So I want to do 13 pi 6 minus 2 pi Do just the numbers out front. Turn it back into a fraction. Equals pi 6. Remember, your reference angles are always between 0 and 90 or 0 and pi halves. Okay, this one wants me to find the domain, range, period, and amplitude of the sine function. Remember, my domain for these is always all real numbers or negative infinity to positive infinity. My range is normally negative and positive 1, but if I have an amplitude out front, it multiplies by that. So it's going to be negative 3 to positive 3. Or another way I could write that is negative 3 comma 3 in the square brackets. To find my period, I want to take 2 pi and divide by my my value in front of the x, I mean. So that gets me pi fourths. My amplitude is just the number out front. That is positive 3. Number 10 wants me to describe the transformations of this function. So it has a vertical stretch of 2. Numbers out front always do the same thing. This 3 means it's shifting 3 units right. Always opposite the sign in parentheses. And this number at the end means it's going up 5.